Wally with a well-working speed force can cross the multiverse in mere seconds, and the speed force reaches beyond the multiverse, which is really fast. It's a really fast feat. But that's kind of a joke compared to Silver Surfer, who constantly flies outside eternity, and Silver Surfer, while weakened, went into the void of null, or more like where null stays, and such is located beyond eternity. The darkness beyond the multiverse, or worse, we can give them equal speeds, but his best feat is being able to damage null. But because null is affected by anything hope or light based, but on a conceptual scale, and not only that, but the sword Surfer used was mixed with null's darkness and his light, which surely would damage him, just like Thor's lightning or the sun killing him, right? Wally is stronger than the Surfer, who was getting drained of his power cosmic, and was weaker than the baby ego, who is like Superflu tier in the 8th cosmos. That was the 8th cosmos that was still growing while being matured. Wally literally can seriously overpower a Silver Surfer that is not reaching eternity's tier, because Wally had power to stop an amped Perpetual and TDK with a dying speed force with Manhattan's power. Now, both these characters were losing their power source. The fight would then be a bit of power cosmic versus the speed force energy Wally had. I believe it is clear Wally's speed force still had enough juice and would slap with the darkness of null. But with the darkness of null, it is a stomp upon the entire DC multiverse. Surfer loses with his weakened energy alone, like I said, but with their borrowed arms. Wally's best feat is like being able to manipulate the multiverse, but I think a greater perspective to his feats being able to have that power Manhattan had, which later on TDK would later have, was able to move TDK from like a high alto plus being to like 100 times stronger than the multiverse, which is verbatim stated, and Wally will scale around that level, right? With the amp he had, TDK literally could not be him, could not do anything. Nothing. Actually, not TDK, because when TDK got that power, he became TDK. It's like the Batman who laughs couldn't do shit to him. In fact, Diana DQ him, just that he dead took the energy and then he became the Darkest Knight. So it's like, it's really impressive, right? So we'll have like 100 times multiversal Wally West with that versus a dude who is struggling to survive. But with the darkness from null, we are talking about a beyond multiversal feat here, like on quite a very huge degree. Arguably far higher than it's far higher than whatever this dude has going on, because even like Thor at a far younger age, when he goes all out, Thor has become thousands of times stronger than eternity. And whatever darkness my boy is moving with, Silver Surfer, should be around that level, if not infinite times beyond it. Probably around prime perpetual level. So it's like Surfer's only anti-feat is getting stabbed by Blade, but a Man-Thing armed Blade. Man-Thing has all conceptual abilities and transcends the idea of his conceptual being by thinking he's non-existent. Dude does not even know he exists. And he's the archetypal man, the son of the divine creator, the son of God, the child of God. I don't even want to go there, but I can link my Man-Thing. I will link my Man-Thing video down below. The fact he didn't die says a lot. Surfer Black or Silver Surfer Black or Black Silver Surfer has one-shot archetype class demons such as beings from the Cancerverse fused with the power of Bob Reynolds, aka the Sentry's power, which will just kill you if you don't have enough strength to one-shot eternity infinite times over. And finally, he one-shot Robbie's Ghost Rider, who can take over Celestials. I don't think I need to go with him too much on how strong that is. I don't think Silver Surfer Black wins this fight quite easily, even if you add Mobius share to it. But if you give him this full speed force, oh bro, that becomes an issue, a serious problem, because the speed force, I usually argue that it extends into the overvoid. So it's like, then that becomes a matchup of Hack's abilities. Both have energy absorption, both can phase through things, because if you give him the full speed force, then they likely just become equals, right? They can both phase through things, both can steal powers and give out powers. At the end of the day, it is whose conceptual importance can drive them through, and these will take two roads. So right now we have them on quite equal stances of both sides winning depending on condition at hand. So Wally gets his hope and will force from outside forces like Barry and his family, being his iron rod, usually when they are in danger like a crisis and he has no choice but to prevail, while Silver Surfer embodies the greatest possibility, impossibility and probabilities of hope to prevail, and can bless people with that hope and discipline to do what is necessary no matter the situation, even if he has to kill entire races like he showed Galactus, those planets. He doesn't like it, but he has to do it so the multiverse could be saved. He is the shining light of hope, just like Superman, if I must say. In that case, if the fight takes place with the intent of just a fight, then Surfer wins this situation. But otherwise, then Wally would prevail since they scale relatively. But the issue is that Surfer's hope extends up to the mystery in Marvel as the greatest possibility. I won't dive into that, but just know that that scales above even the laws of Shambhala and nearly meet everything in Marvel. Scales above the one above all and the one below all of the outside, which the mystery intrigues, and that has a whole different meaning. And that is just based upon the Kabbalistic realm of potentiality and what God represents. Surfer beats Wally in most case scenario, be it base or amped. Because so far, like, if you get both of them out of their multiverses, like, with the power they have, I would say it then becomes automatically like an equal stats, right? Based on standard battle assumptions, which both of them would have to feel. So it's like when there's no one there to feel Wally's need to prevail, it's like he usually gets dog walked. Like literally, I've seen like Wally lose fucking Eclipso. No cap. And normally on a good day, Wally would beat the living shit out of him. So it's like, you get what I'm saying. So but Wally, with the thing is that this whole matchup is still bent on Dr. Manhattan's power and Silver Surfer Black. So with all that into perspective, Wally with Dr. Manhattan's power can get up to I'll say relative to that perpetual and TDK, which is a consistent basis, to be like 100 times multiversal of DC multiverse. Silver Surfer went far beyond whatever Eternity could even dream of. It went in like to go fight Null and shit like that, and then the only reason why he could even survive was because of the conceptual aspects of everything. So I would say Wally, Silver Surfer was not even that strong, like I said, just because of the light, which Null has, which is a problem for Null, and the darkness he stole, which is still Null's power against Null. So that's Silver Surfer Black. His main feats will just come from the Man Thing and all that, which I'll still keep around the Eternity tier. So I'll say Wally is stronger than Silver Surfer Black because he doesn't have any of those how would I put it, negative or is it anti-feats, right? Which are just solely based upon a particular character within the verse, which is against Null. But against any other person, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. But for speed, I'll say I'll just leave them around like the same speed, which is fair enough, to be honest. And as for hacks, there's similarly the same thing. So it just falls down to like their narrative existence, which Surfer could have the edge because he's solely dependent upon himself to activate his narrative importance, while Surfer is dependent upon, Wally dependent upon others. But Wally seems to still be stronger, so I would give this fight to Wally. But it clearly could go either way. So this fight twisting to the other, or tilting to the other end of the spectrum, I'll leave it up to you guys as well, honestly speaking. But I'll give this fight to Wally West. High difficulty, extreme difficulty. Well, Probably even less than that. Let me just say mid difficulty. So if you found this video informative, please do to like, share, comment, subscribe, and see you next time. Peace.